I will pass what will be known as the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act. If China or any other country makes us pay 100 or 200% tariff, we will make them pay a reciprocal tariff of 100 or 200% right back. You hurt us, we hurt you. It's called an eye for an eye. 2 days ago, I watched a parade of the Taliban in Afghanistan. Did you see it? The Taliban, where they were showing all of our equipment that they took from America, $85 billion worth. 2 days ago, celebrating 3 years of the defeat of America by these guys. And I knew him very well. Abdul was the head. Abdul was not playing games with me. We had, they were executing a lot of our soldiers. And I spoke to him. I said, Abdul, don't do it anymore. There'll be no more. Anyway, I said it pretty tough. And you know what? For 18 months, we didn't have one American soldier killed in Afghanistan. And then I left. And this bunch of incompetent people took over, and it all started up again. And then they had the most embarrassing day in the history of our country, I thought. But she bragged about being the last person in the room that night, the night that they decided to do whatever they decided to do. In other words, she had the final vote, and she bragged about it. It's been the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, Afghanistan. It should have never, ever happened. We should have gotten out with dignity and strength. And you don't take your military out first. You take your military out last. They couldn't believe we did it. Kamala Harris wants to eliminate private health insurance and give free taxpayer-funded health care to every single illegal alien in the country. They want to give... And then you wonder, why do they come up? You know why they come up? Because guys like Newsome and others are saying, come to our country, we'll give you health care. You know what they're doing to your school system is incredible. People are taking the seats of your children. Your children can't go to school, and you have people taking their seats that don't speak a word of English, come from a foreign country, and your kids aren't getting educated. Your kids are not getting educated. They're considered like secondary citizens. And this is Kamala and Joe to a lesser extent. Look, Joe's lost. Forget him. By contrast, I'm going to keep the Affordable Care Act unless we can do something much better. We'll keep it, but we can do much better. It's too expensive for the people. They can't afford it. It's lousy health care. If we can do something better, we're working on it. If we can do something better, but we will never let anybody touch it unless we have something better. We're going to deliver lower prices, lower drug costs, and new options that will dramatically reduce the crushing burden on all American patients. And Kamala and Crooked Joe, they try and take credit for $35 insulin, but I was the one that did the $35 insulin, not them. If Kamala wins, you will have mass amnesty and citizenship for all. She wants to give all of these people citizenship. In Venezuela, their crime is down 72%. In other countries all over the world, their crime is way down. And in our country, wait till you see the real numbers, because they're not counting migrant crime, which is going to make our crime look like baby stuff. If I win, you will have the largest operation of police to take care of us. They have to take care of us. They want to take care of us. They want to do their job. As Border Patrol wants to do their job. And it's going to start on Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2025. It's going to start immediately. To get economic relief to workers and families, I will make the Trump tax cuts permanent, and we will have no tax on tips, which she copied. She copied. You all know by now, she came out a few days ago and she said there will be no tax on I said that months ago. But here's one that she hasn't copied yet. To help seniors on fixed incomes who are suffering the ravages of horrible inflation caused by Crooked Joe and Kamala, There will be no tax on Social Security. So get out. And I get it done. I will get it done. They won't. They haven't even promised it to you, but they won't get it done if they do. And I will always protect Social Security and Medicare for our great seniors, just as I did for 4 incredible years. Kamala now claims to want to cut red tape, but in less than 4 years, she's buried American families in regulations costing a typical household much more than $5,000 per year. Think of that, just with their red tape. I will cancel Kamala's crushing regulatory onslaught, and I will immediately eliminate every costly job.